Hi everybody, welcome back to Manissa's podcast. So I pre-recorded an episode yesterday that I'm going to play. I hope you enjoy it and then I'll come back when it's in. So let's go.
This is almost been a month since my last episode, and it was cut in half last time. So it wasn't so great, but I think the message was heard, and I'm really thankful for all of you listeners out there. Thank you so much, et merci pour les Français qui écoutent et qui participent. Et si vous voulez partager l'épisode, encore merci encore. Et puis, wish you all a great holiday. I hope you stay in the spirit of Christmas spirit with peace, love, happiness for all, and that you spoil your children and your family and your loved one. And no matter where you are in the world right now and how lonely you are, there's ways for you to not feel that way and still have a good time. Go check out the meetup groups. Wherever you are, wherever you're sitting, go find something that you like to do, a hobby, a passion. And the first step you can do if you want to meet people, if you want to do something, is to go there. But the next thing you can do is just sit down at home and go on your Facebook groups and look for something that you're really passionate about, and that's the start. The next thing you can do is then go see. Find yourself a mental health professional, a life coach, somebody you can talk to, share your problem. That's another way to start if you don't know where to go and you have nobody. But engaging in different various groups and whether it's LinkedIn or Facebook group, it's a way for you to get started, and then go and meet in person and go out there and find those hobbies and sports that you like to do. It's a big, large world out there. There's a little bit for everybody. So there's no need for sadness and misery. If you want to stay in misery, that's your problem. But if you want to get out of it, there's a way for you to get there. So today the episode theme is going to be, who am I thankful? List of people in my life I'm really thankful for in these last 3 years during my recovery, and all of the other ups and downs and everything else in between. If I stop once in a while I'm not doing this recording, is because my page keeps going back and forth. I haven't found a laptop yet. It's been
All right, let me just go right back to it. Sorry. Okay, and wait a second. Oh, damn it. All right, thanks for your patience, and I will get back to that.
And welcome back in. I have never crossed as many French people in the last 6 months than I had going over there. It was really weird. I have heard and seen a few French people when
I'm talking about I just got to Finland.
Sarende in Albania. I crossed maybe a few. And in England, while I was in London for a month, but 10 days ago. But when I went to Finland for 8 days, I have seen and heard at least a dozen, which is probably more than I had in years. So it was really wild and strange for me, since I haven't gone in France in a long time, over 12 years, I think. No, I'm wrong. About 9 years, maybe 10. And so yeah, it was really strange. I felt like I was in France, but I wasn't really in France. So the Finnish people, Finland, they speak English, and I guess from what I understood, the mix with Chinese and Portuguese and English, and so it sounds, the sound of the language is very strange. It's really weird. It's something I never heard before. It sounds like they speak English, but you cannot understand the word. You cannot pronunciate the word. It's really, I don't think it's something I will ever be able to speak. There's a few words that are similar to English, and they will understand. So if you can remember that, you can include that in trying to describe something. There's a few words written the same way also. So those are the ones that I did remember. Like I think it was thank you and toilet and and go this way. Things like signs in the airport. Eating and food maybe. Wasn't that easy? So here's the list of the people that I'm thankful for this last radio. So I'm gonna start with Alison Donaghay. She's been like a big sister. She's always been giving me the greatest advice, been there when I need a shoulder to cry on. Great support, great person. I'm just really thankful that she was there. She just stranger back then, and and she stick around, and she ended up just being just that really nice, sweet person, and just here when I needed it, and it was just really nice to have her and still have her, and I wish people had showed her more support for my part movement and all the millions of episodes that she's done and all the interviews she's done. I think she really deserves that. She's caring and she's helped so many people. She supports so many causes. So really, I'm grateful that she was and is part of my life. Stevie Roll, everybody know, and he was the vice president of Equality Art 16. Now kind of drawn apart. We're not very close. We're not really engaging so much, so often with the company these days. But I was very happy that he was here during my trouble, during my recovery, and also somebody to advise, help out, and just be here during my struggle. So I'm really thankful that I had him as a great friend during this time. And you out there, same thing, support system, help, friends can come in all color, all parts of the world, anywhere, really. It doesn't, just gotta stop being so shallow and, and just kind of be more wiser in our choice and just be less of, what you see is never what you think it is. So, most of the people look great, they're usually just so evil. It's just sick and weird at the same time. So, I think it's just not really what you look like, but who you are and how you act in this world, and the more kindness and the more you give, the better it will be for everybody. But so you basically, if you want to find this kind of people in your circle, you're gonna have to pick by who they are and not from what they own, what they have, or what clothes they wear, what they look like, what they eat. Just go with the moral values compass that works for you. And so also always go with your instinct. Sometimes there's no way to really have that instinct, like a good instinct if your mind is not clear. So the good way for you to know is kind of like, is this person tormenting me? Am I still thinking? Am I starting to my conversation in my head? As soon as that moment happens, it means your ego's been bruised and it has to stop. Then you know that person has to go. So that's the best way for me to describe you. There's gonna be so many people you meet and they act in a gentle and positive way, but you have that weird feeling about them, or you just starting to have this conversation and you hate, but at the same time you just can't tell. A lot of people start breathing knots and stress and anxiety because out there they just can't tell. They're like, oh yeah, but they seem so nice and they're doing all this for me, and they act as a friend, or they can just be like, oh, I got you a gift, I got you this. But like I just described, this is a good way to know. If you feel tormented and you're having to explain and making just self-talk that is bringing distress to you, then you know immediately. So it's time to cut off. There's no need to rationalize, and you don't have a great explanation. And that's how you will follow the better path for you. So who else am I? Greg Bex. I always talk about him. He has Best Hypnosis. He is that great author, writer, person that strives in the world, has all of his hypnosis video, and will offer you hypnosis, personal hypnosis, great speaker, and he's been there answering my question whenever I needed it. So I'm really grateful for him, because when I did found, I talk about him all the time. I try people to go there and get his book, read his. He's got lots and lots of great books about success, about quitting drinking, about losing weight, about quitting smoking, about self-hypnosis, about how to get a better life, how to succeed, how to make 100,000. I mean, the guy is great. I love him. I love his presence, his personality. He's a caring person, and he will just go out of his way to help you. So if you don't know what to do, just go plug your YouTube and go start typing Craig, Craig, Bex, Becks, and go check him out. He's the best, and he's offering lots of free YouTube videos you'll see on hypnosis, and then you can buy some on audible.com. They're starting at $1.95 to like $6.95. I bought a few myself on health, on like losing weight, and they really improved my inner world like hundreds. So really just go there. And if you have an addiction problem, he's the best. I know when I found his book, I'm gonna say it again. I talked about it before. There was something. I've tried so many things. I have tried for years and years with my drinking addiction, and I had so much trouble to quit. And reading his book really helped tones, because his message on the sickness of the addiction was so good that just stick around for me for ages. And I just really grateful that I found that person in my world. So Ashley Berge, as usual, the life perspective coach. Go check out her book, go check out her website, go check out all her video. She never stops. She'll have 1-2 video per week on YouTube, and they all for helping, improving your life every single day. So you go check her out. And it's also, here goes another person that take her time to help people she doesn't even know. I remember always going and share my problem, and here she was answering me, helping me out. And so I'm really grateful to have meet somebody like this. Of course, my parents, no matter how how we get along, the stress and the past, and might not always be in the best relationship, but no matter what, they're still here, and when I need it, and I'm glad that they are. So, Mary, she was a really good friend during my turmoil, stress episodes, and I was really grateful to have her to talk to and just have a good time, good laugh. So, and my brothers, whenever I needed it, they were here, so I'm glad for them. So many more, of course, but I just mentioned the first one. So that's another exercise. I talked about it before in the past, about this exercise, like you saying thank you, love you, forgive you, whatever. If you have some resentment towards them or whatever, just remember they were here, they helped you, you're thankful, they were in your life, they improved it, they support you, and you did the same way. So the good way to know who you want to keep in your life is to know that when you see them, you feel good. When you see them, you want to share something. When you see them, when you think about them, you're glad that their presence, their soul, spirit were here with you, and in a good and a positive manner. So that's a good way to know that somebody